US President Donald Trump's administration appears to be on the back foot on Wednesday after his proposal to take over Gaza sparked an uproar, with the United Nations warning against ethnic cleansing in the Palestinian territory. More in this report.
Donald Trump's stunning proposal that the United States could take control of the Gaza Strip invited strong reactions from governments around the world. Facing a wave of criticism from Palestinians, Arab governments and world leaders, Trump's Secretary of State Marco Rubio said any transfer of Gazans would be temporary, while the White House insisted there was no commitment to sending U.S. troops. U.S. President Trump had said at Tuesday's news conference that the U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and he insisted Wednesday that everybody loves his proposal.
I do see a long-term ownership position, and I see it bringing great stability to that part of the Middle East and maybe the entire Middle East. And everybody I've spoken to, this was not a decision made lightly. Everybody I've spoken to loves the idea of the United States owning that piece of land, developing and creating thousands of jobs with something that will be magnificent in a really magnificent area that nobody would know.
But the tone changed after reactions from across the globe. Rubio said the idea was not meant as hostile, describing it as a generous move, the offer to rebuild and to be in charge of the rebuilding.
It's a unique offer, one that no other country in the world has stepped up and made an offer. But I think it's one people need to think about. Seriously, it was not meant as a hostile move. It was meant as I think, a very generous move, the offer to rebuild and to be in charge of the rebuilding of a place, many parts of which right now, even if people move back, they would have nowhere to live safely because there are still unexploded munitions and debris and rubble.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said Washington would not fund Gaza's reconstruction, adding that Trump wanted Palestinians to be only temporarily relocated out of Gaza. The United Nations warned against ethnic cleansing in Gaza.
In the search for solutions, we must not make the problem worse. It is vital to stay true to the bedrock of international law. It is essential to avoid any form of ethnic cleansing.
Guterres' spokesman Stefan Dujarric further reinforced the world body's view on the matter, adding that any forced displacement of people is tantamount to ethnic cleansing. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has, however, welcomed the plan, urging that the idea should be pursued and implemented.
But the actual idea of allowing first Gazans who want to leave, I mean, what's wrong with that? They can leave, they can then come back, they can relocate and come back, but you have to rebuild Gaza. If you want to rebuild Gaza, you can't have, this is the first good idea that I've heard. It's a remarkable idea. And I think it should be really pursued, examined, pursued, and done, because I think it will create a different future for everyone.
Leaders of Egypt, UAE, Jordan, France, China and the EU have opposed the view. The European Union stressed that Gaza is an integral part of a future Palestinian state. Bureau Report, DT India.